Okay guys, as promised, here's a tutorial on reverse foot rig that you're required to do in assignment 5. I was thinking about emailing out a link to something I found on Google, a tutorial, and there's plenty of stuff and there's lots of different techniques. Most of them go into a lot of detail, some go into a normal amount of detail, but they're all more detail than I need or intended for this assignment. I want you to just do the very basic. But I will send out the links so you can see where to take it from there. So this is what you have for assignment 5. I'm assuming that you've already created the joint structure and that you've already bound it to the skin. And I'm just going to do this one foot in this example, and I'm assuming that you've already painted adjusted the skin weights for the skin painting, weight painting tool. You have weighting on the feet that makes some sense. I did this really quickly. At least it actually bends through here, so you need to have that. Alright. And again, what we're doing with the reverse foot, since it's separate from this joint system, can be added at the end. So go ahead and continue with your weight painting if you've not done it yet. So the first thing you need is some IK handles. And so up here in Skeleton, IK handle tool, we want to make sure that we have this set to RP, because the default is SC. So go to RP. And this is for the normal one we use for the leg, right? We've already done in assignment 4. So create it by starting with the hip and going to the ankle. Right, so that's the IK handle we already have some experience with. You need 2 more. You need to go back to the settings and you need to switch this to SC, single chain. And you need to create 2 more. And these next 2, you need one that goes from ankle to toe ball, and you need one that goes from toe ball to toe, like that. Alright, so that's prepped, and now you're ready to create the reverse foot rig structure. I'm going to go to side view to get it started. Remember that you can use whatever you want for this. You'll see people using NURBS curves or locators or cubes or some other null object, but we're going to use joint system because that's the quickest way to make a series of objects that are hierarchically linked to each other. They just automatically, each time you click, the next thing you click is a child of the thing you clicked prior. Just remember that when you create this, it needs to be, I'm going to actually make it a little bit bigger. Let's go to the default settings here. It needs to be right at the actual physical extents of the foot. So if you've got shoes, boots, whatever on, put it at the actual on the actual geometry. Whereas these joints are actually meant to be where joints would be inside your body. These are different. So the first one you'll start is the back of the foot. The next one you'll put it right at the tippy toe, right where the tippy toe intersects the ground. Then the next one you can actually put up here at the toe ball, and then the last one right at the ankle. Now when you create these in the side view, they won't be lined up since they're not connected to this joint system, the one you've already made. They'll just be created on the YZ plane when you create them in the side view. So go back and push it back in where you need it to go. So I'm going to use a V-snap on one axis to line it up there. Now if your joint system is not straight through here, go in and V-snap on this axis so that they all line up in there. Mine already do. So they all should be touching essentially. Now this doesn't have to touch the toe ball. Toe ball is at the tip of your toe, but this is at the point of your shoe that would rotate if you were to go on your tiptoes wearing these shoes. So these don't have to touch, but you want this one to be right in there. And the same thing with the ankle. Anyway, when you're done, you have this whole completely separate joint system. Right, here's your original joint system for the actual body, and here's this joint system you just created. Alright, you need some labeling. This is reverse heel, reverse toe, reverse toe ball, reverse ankle. Okay. Also, you want to label your IK handles. So this is reverse ankle IK, reverse toe ball IK. Now, L's and I's there don't look very good, but I can think of a different name later. And reverse toe IK. Maybe I should use spaces instead. Alright, everything's labeled and ready to go. It's easier to actually do the parenting from the viewport as long as you could select things okay, which is why I made my reverse joints bigger to make it easy to select. But we'll leave this up so you can see the parenting as it happens here. So first thing I'm going to do is take this SCIK handle and make it a child of that. Select that in the reverse rig there, reverse joint system. Select it last and press P. And then you want the next IK handle to be a child of this one in the reverse IK structure. So select it last, P. And then you want your main IK handle, the one that was the RP one that we made before, like in assignment 4. You want it to be a child of that last joint in the reverse joint system, P. Okay, and you can check your work here, looking to make sure the right thing is a child of the right thing here. Should look like that. Alright, and again, to test when you're done, so that's it, we made it. When you're done, test it, and I'll just go to side view to get a really good look at it. Test it by selecting that, and there you go. You can rotate up in the air. My skinning's not so good, so it floats a little bit back there. Rotate this one. You can go up on your tiptoe. So that's good. I need to change my pole vector to keep that flopping from happening. And if you rotate about this one, you can go up on the ball of your foot. And that's it. That's what this is for. You would either set keys directly on these joints to animate the foot when you're walking to do those things, or you would hook these up to controls. Some of the tutorials you'll see online have people hooking these up to custom attributes and a control curve, so on and so forth, which is good. This is the very basics. Without this, you can't really get much done. Everything else with rigging beyond this is mostly just ease of control and use and ease of manipulation, which is what animators like if you got a pipeline really big where you're the rigger and the animator is someone else. Okay? That's it.